Welcome, everybody. This is the KubeVirt community meeting, November 6th, 2019. It's been a few weeks since we've recorded, unfortunately, but this one we can. And as far as the agenda today, let's start with release 0.23. We have a few changes here. Guest OS information is now available. We've updated Go to 1.12. Go YAML has been updated as well. We've cleaned up and fixed the CRD scheme registration and a few bug fixes. So I don't know if there's any questions, but that's the basic gist of this release. All right, without any further questions, there is nothing else on the agenda and notes at this point. So is there anything anybody would like to bring up? And Roman's typing, so I will turn it over to him when he's done to speak on VNC connections.
Oh, yeah, okay, that was almost too fast on the open floor already. So yeah, just admit the final thing. So for some time now, actually, I think until every release after 0.17, we have reports from people that VNC connections are not working so great. And yeah, it got even worse when we did the last 2 or 3 releases where we refactored the VNC connections, and finally I found the issue for it. We were under some conditions not reading a full WebSocket packet and lost some bytes, and which of course is not something which the VNC viewers liked. We have a pull request up now, should be merged soon, and I think we will backport it at least to 0.23 when it's available.
Awesome, thank you. And are there any questions on that? All right, then turning it over to Pep to speak on KubeCon San Diego.
Yeah, just a quick note. I just sent an email right before this meeting to the mailing list with more details, but we will have a face-to-face meetup for anyone attending KubeCon in a couple of weeks. Anyone interested in KubeVirt is very welcome to, well, get all together face-to-face. We have a registration page just to help us determine the capacity of the venue, and also Red Hat is sponsoring some food, so we would like to know how many people will be there. But other than that, yeah, anyone who is interested in KubeVirt, wants to meet developers face-to-face and other users face-to-face and share experiences, good things, bad things, great things, is very welcome to attend. So looking forward to meet you there.
And if that's not enticing enough to everybody, if you haven't been to San Diego, it is an absolutely beautiful city, and for no other reason you should go for that. So please do attend. It's wonderful. And one more note, and that's DevConf CZ and FOSDEM 2020 are coming up, so I imagine we'll have CFP windows for those soon.
Actually, now that you mentioned, the deadline for DevConf proposals is today. Yeah, those were mentioned. But we are planning to propose, we are planning to suggest some presence for KubeVirt there as well. So there will be, we hopefully will get a booth accepted, let's see, including, KubeVirt. For DevConf, the call for papers ends later. KubeVirt belongs, let's say, to the virtualization and infrastructure as a service dev room. I'm talking from memory. I think the deadline for this dev room is 1st of December. That's the place to go and submit proposals. We also submitted a proposal for a stand to complement the sessions that will happen during the dev room. We will see if that gets accepted. And now that we mentioned open call for papers, maybe you might not be able to make it to San Diego, or even if you are able to make it to San Diego, the next KubeCon will happen in Europe, in Amsterdam, last day of March, beginning of April. and the call for papers for that one is open right now. And I don't remember the deadline for submission. There's still some time. I will confirm in a second. January is that, no, sorry, 4th of December. 27th of January is notifications. 4th of December is the deadline for submission.
Awesome, thank you. I was also looking it up real time, but you beat me to it. All right, and circling back, we have a couple of more agenda items added late, and I will turn it over to Vladik to talk about CPU pinning. Is that correct? Can't hear you, Vladik. Are you speaking?
Yeah, sorry, I was looking for the window. I was just I was working on a PR to introduce a way to isolate emulator thread and pin it to a separate CPU. This should provide us with when we do the CPU pinning, basically provide a way to pin all the virtual CPUs to physical CPUs, but we don't do anything with the emulator thread that basically takes care of all the work, all the threads that are that belong to QEMU. So in order to provide a better real-time support, let's put it this way, we will allocate additional virtual CPU, sorry, additional physical CPU, and we'll pin the emulator thread on it. So there's a PR, and I'm finishing up with the functional tests, so I'll be happy for reviews. There's another PR that I put up for a time sync that basically, when the live migrations are taking too much time, what can happen is that the clock inside can get skewed. And we basically need to do a sync when the live migration is over. So I put up a PR for this. This also applies for the pause and unpause. Basically, if we pause for too long, NTP cannot overcome this large gap, and we'll need to do the sync after that as well. So I know Mark is working on this PR, and we'll just need to add the time sync after the PR is done. That's it.
Cool, thanks. No, I was rephrasing again and again how to phrase the fact that NTP just doesn't support it. I mean, it's part of NTP's design that if the echelon jump is too big, it just throws it out and quits because something's wrong. So that's by design, but thank you for noticing and fixing that. Are there any questions on that? All right. I think, are there any other things to bring up? I think we've covered it all because we sort of jumped around, but I don't see anything that we didn't discuss at this point. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. And it's been a productive meeting, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.